want to talk to y'all about something. It's about Reesa Teesa and just one of the things that I feel like we have not really touched on. In the series, Reesa Teesa talked about one of the things that she was desperate and lonely, and that's what made her do the things that she did when it came to Legion. But I don't think that she was simply desperate or simply lonely. I think that there's more to that story. Reesa Teesa reminds me of a church good girl. And if you have not grown up in church culture, you won't know what I'm talking about. But if you're Black, you may know. Essentially, in church culture, one of the things that they teach you is that the greatest decision you'll ever make in your life, the highest honor you'll ever make is who you marry and when you marry. And I would say from adolescence, from like 15 until you get married, they put so much pressure on you that every decision that you make or don't make is to attract a husband, right? And then if you don't attract a good husband, your life is over. There's nothing that you can do. There's no place that you can go. You will be shunned from society. That's what church culture teaches. And so I can imagine a woman like Reesa Teesa, just who's been indoctrinated in that for so long, just essentially desiring marriage just so she can start living and doing the things that she wants to do. Because again, you can't wear what you want to wear because, if you happen to wear shorts that are too short, your potential husband might see you and not want to wear you. You can't wear the hair that you want to wear because if you wear hair that's potentially too colorful, it might dissuade your husband from wanting to be with you. Like everything about your life is about attracting the right husband. And I feel like because of that, her desperation wasn't just fueled on I don't have a man. I think her desperation was also fueled on just wanting to start living. Y'all get what I'm saying? Looking at Legion and watching a couple of his interviews and videos, Legion was not very convincing. Legion was not, he was not very believable. Nothing about him would make me believe anything that he says. And this is just not even me knowing the story. This is just me, just in general. Like he was just not a believable guy. And so the fact that Reesa believed him is a bit questionable. Y'all get what I'm saying? I guess my point is, it's clear that she was looking for, I think I just said it. She was just looking to start living a life. She was looking for someone that would make all of the sacrifices that she's made, whether it's not sleeping with people who she wanted to sleep with, not wearing the things that she wanted to wear, not doing the things that she wanted to do, not going out to the places where she wanted to go out. She was looking for a man that would make it feel like all of those sacrifices was worth it. And Legion pretending to be this VP and gonna buy this and gonna take her that, it made her feel like it was worth it. As a Black woman that grew up in church, that's why there's certain things I don't blame her for. Because from the time you're an adolescent up until whatever age, the last 15, 20 years, everything about your life becomes sacrificial so you can attract this man that's going to rescue you, right? That's what everything about your life becomes. And when you do that for so long, you wake up 10, 15 years, you've been sacrificing, you've been not doing the things that you want to do, and you don't have nothing to show for it. You don't have nothing to show for it. And so that's just my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think. Actually, no, I'm not done. There are women on this app right now that are trying to convince young Black women that wearing bonnets, wearing short shorts, wearing this, wearing that, going to these places is going to prevent them from getting a good husband. And a good husband is all that they need to be successful in this life. Like that is happening on this app right now. And so I say all that to say, I don't think Reesa Teesa's desperation was simply out of loneliness. I think Reesa Teesa's desperation was fueled by a culture that teaches women that life is not worth living unless you have a partner. And everything about your existence should be sacrificing, should be sacrificial so you can get that partner. And if you put on it like that, it makes sense. Because it wasn't just that she wanted love, she wanted someone that would at least make her feel like all of her sacrifices was worth it. That's my thoughts.